man wanted for gunning down a 2-year-old boy has been arrested.
Yeah, let's go straight to News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley. He has details for us. And you're at Vanderbilt Medical Center. That's where a second victim is now recovering. What have you been able to find out, Cuthbert?
Steve, well, we know that second victim is still here at Vanderbilt Medical Center. Some 10 days after the shooting, he is still in critical condition at this point. And just a few hours after Clarksville police released a sketch of the suspect, he is now in jail. Let's take a look at his mugshot. This is Zachary Alexander, just into our newsroom within the last few hours. Police arrested him around 10:30 last night and have charged him with criminal homicide. He is in jail right now on a $5 million bond. You'll remember this truly tragic story happened earlier this month up in Clarksville. Police say Alexander stormed into a home on Princeton Drive asking for jumper cables, but then the suspect supposedly pulled out a gun and intentionally shot 2-year-old Joseph Bankston, who was just days away from his 3rd birthday. He also shot that second victim before running away from the area. Police canvassed the neighborhood. They reached out to a lot of folks up there in Clarksville, seeing if they had any information about this suspect. And then yesterday afternoon, police tell me they interviewed a person of interest, and then hours after that, he was arrested. Even Governor Bill Haslam entered into this case as well, offering up a reward from the state of Tennessee for any information leading up to the suspect's arrest. We are expected to learn more details today, and once we get that additional information, we'll be sure to update you on newschannel5.com. For now, we're live here at Vanderbilt University Medical Center this morning. I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Cuthbert. New this morning, 2 robbers were forced to dodge bullets after their victim pulled a gun. Investigators say a man and a woman were sitting in a car outside their home on Queens Avenue when 2 men tried to rob them. Instead, the male victim pulled a gun and started shooting. No one was hit, but police are now searching for those robbers.
A woman is waking up in the hospital this morning. She came face to face with a gunman last night in Laverne. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres working this story for us. He's downstairs in the newsroom with more on this. First of all, how's she doing, Matthew?
Well, she is expected to make a full recovery, so that's really the good news this morning. Now, even though there was 1 gunman, Laverne police tell us they are looking for a total of 3 suspects. And just take a look at the computer screen. We were told it's described as a large crime scene from last night. The investigation, from what they're describing it, is tedious, and since then the road has reopened after blocking it as part of this investigation. Now, this all happened around 9 o'clock last night on Industrial Boulevard and New Sanford Road, which is by the Sinram warehouse. We're told a woman was in her car when another vehicle drove up and the people in there started shooting at her. She was shot in the back and taken to Stonecrest Medical Center, where this morning we've learned she is in stable condition, and the investigators are also having to work on several leads.
We do have a good clue and a good idea. I can tell you that it was not a random act, that our victim was more likely targeted.
Now, you heard it right there. He says it wasn't a random act whatsoever. Again, that woman is in stable condition and is expected to make a full recovery. Live in the newsroom, I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Matthew, thank you. Wow. New video this morning showing and hearing the terrifying moments when a fight in a bar spilled into the street, and you heard the gunshots there also just before the screaming. A viewer captured the video outside of the Weekend Club on Church Street Tuesday night. You heard what sounded like a couple of gunshots at the very beginning of that natural sound there in that video. Fortunately, no one was hit. 2 people were arrested. We've got their pictures. Let's show you those. Jalen Jones is now facing multiple charges. He's the one on the left there. And also Raz Powell. He's facing disorderly conduct and resisting arrest charges in relation to that shooting.
The search continues this morning for the person who opened fire during a massive college party near TSU. Around 200 people were having fun on Albion Street when some party crashers showed up early yesterday morning. We're told they were turned away, and then seconds later shots rang out. 1 person was shot in the head. 2 others were also taken to the hospital with injuries. Although this party was not a school event, the shooting happened during TSU's homecoming week.
It's unfortunate that this happened because, you know, you have people's kids on this campus and, you know, this should be a safe time for everybody celebrating, you know, having a good time, but it's just unfortunate and the issue got to get cleaned up.
If you have any information on the shooting, call Crime Stoppers at 615-74-CRIME. Disturbing allegations have a sex offender back behind bars this morning. Bruce Sova is accused of posting child pornography on Twitter. The 53-year-old was arrested as part of a joint investigation between the Coffee County Sheriff's Department and Metro Police. He's charged with sexual exploitation of a minor.
Corrections officers have been complaining for a long time, and now it looks like Tennessee prison officials are listening. In fact, they're looking at now changing the way that assaults are reported and schedules are made for the officers. An audit by the American Correctional Association proposes redefining inmate offenses, including assaults against those guards, to paint a better picture of what really goes on. The report also suggests changing the 28-day work schedule, which the corrections officers did not like, down to 14 days.
We have committed to the public that we want our employees to be comfortable. If they think a 12-hour shift is what works for them at that particular facility, then that's what we're going to implement.
Nice to see they're responding to the complaints. Meantime, the Tennessee State Employees Association wants another audit. They say more can be done. They want that audit done by the state comptroller's office.